And good evening, fellow commanders and travelers in space and time. Welcome back to the officially unofficially dangerous Twitch stream. I didn't feel I could inflict the extended bagpipe remix on you any further. Once was enough. If you were there, you were there. Like the assassination of JFK or those equally world-changing events. You just had to be there at the time. And if you weren't there, sorry, you missed it. Or Wintermute GB would probably assassinate me. I wish he wasn't there. Indeed. So how are we all this Friday? It's Wednesday. It's time for more Elite Dangerous shenanigans. We'll get on those in a minute. But it's all good. It's all good. Welcome all to the stream. Good to welcome to Frontier Unhinged. Dear. So yes, the MIDI is strong. The MIDI the video's great source of amusement to me, but there we go. Fantastic. Welcome one and welcome all. Right, it's time to do the thing because the thing is the thing, and the thing must be done, as we all know. I'm not going to explain it anymore because it's painfully unexplainable. So there we go. Right, who is first in the chat? Unbelievably, 20 minutes past 7, a full 40 minutes before the stream even starts. It's Ugly Spirit. Congratulations to Ugly Spirit. That's pretty insane. Orkney Shorten is second in the chat with Wintermute GB in a surprisingly low third place for once. But of course he is. But anyway, well done there for all of you guys turning up early for no obviously good reason. I don't want to say that you have a very, very sad and empty life. That would be needlessly cruel and needlessly pointing out surprisingly obvious, I think. You're happy to be sitting on a chat Twitch stream with no Twitch stream actually running half an hour before it actually starts. I think you need to go home and rethink your lives, my friends. Yeah. Ugly Spirit says, I find it strange to see how oddly compelling Drew Wagar's streaming is. I mean, I'm 54 years old. Actually, you're the same age as me. Congratulations. I guess it's his childlike enthusiasm and mild incompetence that keeps me watching. I'm sure it's mild incompetence. Fairly potent incompetence, I'll have you know. I've been working on that for years. Oh, Aaron and Dundragon is next in the chat. Sorry about this, I'm getting distracted already. All childlike incompetence and mild enthusiasm. Yeah, something like that. That'll do, actually. Let's go with that. Aaron and Dundragon, anyway, is here. He's Dundragoning for the week. So he's with us in the chat. Good to see you. Right, Cyberdiver is here as well. Good to see you. Grumpy Athelian is here. Aussie G is here. Good to see you, Aussie G. The Haunted Loaf. The spooky, enchanted yeast product is also here. You came for the bagpipes and you stayed for the bagpipes. The damn bagpipes are here as well, apparently, in the chat. Them damn bagpipes have now become an incorporeal thing. The bagpipes are so impressive. They've actually they've become a corporeal reality. Got themselves a Twitch username and logged into the stream. So there we go. Artificial intelligence being demonstrated there without that. All good stuff. Right, Aradegas is here as well. Biffboy81 is here. Good to see you. Top Shot is here. Good to see you as well. Cyber Army's here. May have mentioned you already. Apologies for that. Commander Tragic Blue 21. Cheer up, my friend. It's not that tragic. It's okay. Sleepy D Wagon Man is here as well. Good to see you. Funny Asteroid is here as well. Good to see you. Because it's never a good space game unless you've got a Funny Asteroid. The Triplex personalities are here. All three of them. Excellent. Good to see you. Ozarelli is here. Alan is here. Good to see you, Alan Gaydell. Andy P783. Of course, it rhymes. We know that. He's here as well. Where are we? Tin Man UK79. Good to see you as well. Lots of bagpipes in the chat. Always good to see. Commander Feared is here. D Pitman42 is here. Brian Toxin is here. The brain still works, which is encouraging because mine doesn't. It's also here. How are we doing? Getting down the stream. Doctor underscore invert. I can't even say this. Introverts is strong. Good to see you today as well. Thank you very much for popping in again. There. How are we doing? Nordlander42 is here as well. The Big Boo, good to see you. The Big Boo is here. DJ Squibby is here as well. I think I've got most of these names now. Have a Boo Boo's here with 4 thumbs up. That's his signature welcome. So thank you very much for the 4 thumbs up. Always appreciated. There we go. Right. Ugly Spirit says, I prefer to think of me being in the chat some 40 minutes before the stream as competitive. However you justify it, my friend, is absolutely fine by me. Right. What is a man but a set of haunted bagpipes? Um, obviously, you never watch your own streams back. No, no. It's a mostly ancient. Yeah, I suspect my demographic is relatively narrow on this stream. I fear. I haven't really gone for the diversity vote. Uh, not not deliberately, but I suspect my style of streaming attracts only those of a certain disposition, and dare I say it, a certain state of mental fragility as well. So there we go. Alan says next Wednesday I'm going to be here 57 minutes and 38 seconds early. So what will eventually happen, of course, you see, the problem with this is that if if everyone starts getting competitive with how quickly ugly spirits already are there, how early they get to the stream, eventually we'll recycle into being the week before. So people at the end of my Twitch stream will say, "Ha, I'm here. I'm a week early, but I'm here." Uh, okay, Frank's already gone there as well. I'm only here for next week's stream. See, that's how competitive it's got. I am here for the stream that starts November the 29th, 2037. Ah dear, slightly odd Gen Xers unite. Oh, yeah. I could make a queue. That would be a very British thing to do. I can do 1 p.m. if you like. I fear we all have the same very poor sense of humour. Anyway, we've already started waffling, and I haven't done the waffle thing. So what are we doing? We're just not doing these things right. Come on, stop it. Right, I've got to press the button. Ready? Here we go. I do like. I was very pleased when I made that little thing. The way the waffles appear just on the note at the end, though. It takes a lot to do that. There's a very small amount of talent that goes into making this Twitch stream. It's very small, but it is measurable. It is measurable. I thought you were here for the past because you were wearing the clothes you wore on Monday. Yeah, I'm not a very imaginative person when it comes to clothes. Clothes, as far as I'm concerned, are a necessary evil. One, because of social conventions, which I'm in entirely agreement with. By the way, particularly as you get older, it's useful for keeping certain things in certain areas, as it were. So that's good. But also, they keep out the cold. That's the primary thing I enjoy about clothes, is they keep me warm. But I'm not very imaginative when it comes to clothes, because I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I need a pair of need a necessary undergarment, shall we say, and then trousers and shirts and t-shirts and jumpers and things are all basically just different layers depending on what the temperature is. So I wear less in the summer and more in the winter. That's as far as it goes in terms of my sense of fashion and style. Um, that's why I'm wearing a hat. Yeah, keeps my brains in. Small, it's microscopic. But thank you very much there for the vote of confidence in my amazing abilities there, the GP. As I've said before on this stream, I know where to come if I need a vote of encouragement, and it's not here. All of the fashion sense goes in there. Well, I mean, I like wearing. I mean, it's a bit stupid wearing a hat indoors when you're streaming, but it seems to have become a thing. And when a thing is a thing, the thing must be must be obeyed, right? It's just a thing. Welcome to Drew's TED Talk on the reason for clothes and not getting arrested. Yes, it's quite important not to get arrested. So yeah. But yeah, no, my what do you call it? My clothing array, my range of clothing is very limited. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, clothes are the same no matter what the seasons. It's just layers. It's just So I wear a jumper in the winter. I take the jumper off during the summer and just reveal the t-shirtness that is me. So I do have. How many hats do I have? I do have a variety of hats. I probably have. To be honest, I probably have more variety of hats than I have a variety of anything else. Um, Nobody would ever recognize me about that. So yes, I probably look very different without my hat. In fact, I got to the point with the elite conventions But I thought I better take the hat along, otherwise nobody's going to know who I am. It's going to be this old grey guy in the corner, mumbling and grumbling to himself about the lack of the tiers in the graveyard in Elite Dangerous. And everyone will go, "Who the hell's that?" Maybe I should. Well, we've discussed this before. Is actually, am I voluntarily hosting this stream, or is the hat some sort of sentient parasitical being that's overtaken my body? This isn't me at all. This is just the hat talking. I'm just a slave to it. I'm waiting, maybe, for one of you to come and rescue me from the terrifying dominion of the hat. But none of you have ever turned up. So who's going to come and rescue me? Dear. Right, there's the first time chat from J3 Who 007, who's probably wondering what on earth is going on here. So anyway, welcome to the Madhouse. As you say, this is not a serious stream. Frontier Unhinged, we've nicknamed it. So there we go. For those of you with a strong constitution, there are photos of Drew minus the hat on his Facebook feed. There are indeed. So if you do some cyber spying, it wouldn't be that difficult to find. I do tend to wear my hat out and about. So I don't tend to. I don't wear it around the house normally. It's just become a streaming and sort of convention-y thing, I suppose. I'm not quite sure how it started, but maybe it's just because I had to have somewhere to stick my elite badge. It's just an obvious place to put it. Plus, I do like wearing a hat. Yeah, it's comfortable wearing a hat. So there we go. Is it the original hat? Yes, this is the hat. I got this hat about 15 years ago now, I think, and I've had it long before Elite Dangerous was a thing. So this hat is older than Elite Dangerous. That's how vintage it is. Yeah, it comes from a time before the time that was, and it still fits. Yes, no, oddly enough, I've got smaller over the years, certainly over the last few years. Not by any particular efforts on my behalf. It's just one of those things. But yeah, my head. I think my head's still the same size. At least it is. It is physically. Whether it is metaphorically, I'm not sure. But there we go. You could think of somewhere else to stick my lip patch. That would probably be smart. It would certainly raise a few eyebrows. Depending on where we think Wintermute GB is actually referencing, we'll find out. I think I might need a tetanus jab if I was going to do something along those lines. But there we go. So, dear. Anyway, welcome to the waffle. There we go. It's not a serious stream at all, though. And stop calling me Shirley. I'm not sure the heads shrink unless you're not. Which no. Well, yeah, one hope not. I mean, your brain's supposed to kind of frazzle out over the years, isn't it? But whether your head actually gets any smaller, put the badge on the sporran. I'm not sure a video feed of myself wearing a sporran would be acceptable to the Twitch censors. Perish the thought. Anyway, it's time we had a look. I don't know if anything's actually happened on Galnet this week, but let's have a look at Galnet. Let's get this show on the road and see what's going on. Are we ready? Brace yourselves for the Galnet button, which I've got to find. It's down here. Here's the Galnet button. Ready? Stand by, my friends. Be good. Right, so here we are with Galnet. It doesn't look to me like anything's happened at all. As far as I can tell, that is the same Galnet as we had last week. Is that right? Planetary Survey Initiative. Looks like it's the same. So what next? A Drew OnlyFans page. I think that's drastic measures. We don't want to talk about that. So yeah, so no, this always makes me laugh actually, because I mean, how many billions and billions and billions of people are there in the Elite Dangerous universe by this point in time? There must be. I mean, how many planets are there? The bubble is thousands of star systems with hundreds of places to go in each one. There must be there's probably trillions, maybe even. What's the next one up from trillions? Lots of. Whatever the next one up from trillions is, it's got to be in that region. The number of people in the Elite Dangerous universe, lots, yeah. 1, 2, 3, lots, yeah. Quadrillions, maybe, yeah, something like that. It's probably quadrillions. There we go. Well done, Felix and Frank. There's been no Galnet, but there are tweets on X. Why is Frontier putting things on Twix? Twix, I like it. That's good, Twix. There. And yeah. So, okay, there's quadrillions of people in the Elite Dangerous universe, but only one news article ever happens per a week. Sometimes two. So it's like never ceases to amaze me how little is happening in Elite Dangerous. Maybe they've forgotten how to update the account. I don't know. It's a bit weird that they're concentrating on. I mean, I don't know. I don't really look at many other social media things. It is on my list, by the way. After the muskiness that happened the other week, I do intend to transition across to. I've got them on my phone. Hang on, what are they called? I haven't got the names of them yet because I'm not really all that big on social media. But I've got them. I've got them installed, and I've got myself an account. So I've got Blue Sky, Mastodon, and what's the other one? I've lost it now. Those two? I'm sure there was another one. I'm confused. Blue Sky. Threads. Maybe it's Threads. That was it. That's something to do with... Is Threads Facebook, but not Facebook or something? Yeah, so I've okay. I'm already on Blue. What I'm trying to find is there a way? Okay, it's Meta. So Meta owns Facebook and Meta owns Threads. Okay, so who's Blue Sky and Mastodon are not owned by anybody else? Is that right? So I have got them installed and I have got accounts on them, but I haven't really done anything with them because what I really want, because I'm lazy, is I want an app that I can just go, right, here's the thing I want to type, here's the image I want to upload, and press send, and it sends it to all of them. So I don't have to go to each individual because I haven't got time to update all these damn things. Because I mean, is no? So there are cross-posting apps. Oh, there are. Okay, well that's interesting. Presumably they're not free though. That's the problem. Do I have to pay money? Because I'm very averse to paying money. Because I don't see why I should. Because people inconvenience me by having multiple systems. Some are paid and some might be free. Okay, so maybe I need to do a bit of research, see if I can find. Because if I could get it all to like post in one place, then it wouldn't really matter. But interesting. I mean, going back to think, why is Frontier updating things on Twitter rather than on Galnet? I mean, like, there's an awful lot of people aren't going to see Twitter, but everyone should see Galnet because they log into the game. So I don't quite understand that. And are they concentrate? Do Frontier do Blue Sky and Mastodon and Threads and Instagram and stuffs? Who's in Scotland now says become a bit tight with his shekels. I've always been tight with my shekels. That the 11th commandment, as far as I'm concerned, is thou shalt not pay retail. I'll go. FTEP have only just worked out how to use Twitter. Okay, so they're not anywhere else. Okay, so maybe they've just got an old school social media person in there who doesn't know anything else. Almost no brands at all on Mastodon. Well, maybe that's not a bad thing, actually. So anyway, this is not supposed to be a discussion about social media, but there we go. Commander Burr does repost on Blue Sky. Okay, so maybe I should just try it. A Mastodon is dead in the water. Well, I suppose that's the other question: is are these worth posting on? Blue Sky, I've heard a lot more than the others, I suppose, but I just got a bit kind of like, really, another social? Do we need another social media channel? I suppose we do, but they get owned by dodgy dudes who have an agenda to push. But Alan says, I'm mostly on Blue Sky and Threads nowadays. I've abandoned Twitter altogether. Now my following on Blue Sky has surpassed Twitter. Okay, so, and Blue Sky is good for writers. Okay, well, there's a good reason for getting it. Lots of commanders on Blue Sky. Okay, well, there's lots of votes for Blue Sky. I shall concentrate on Blue Sky because that sounds like a worthwhile thing. And Blue Sky is where the writing community is. Okay, that's good news. Okay, well, I suppose I ought to go over there then, really. Anyway, so there's nothing new in Galnet today. So I suspect what we should do is we'll have a quick mosey about what Power Play has chucked at me this week. But I wasn't going to concentrate on Power Play because I think it's still isn't this CG for exploration running? Because we haven't done a bit of exploration for a while, so I quite fancy having a slightly less frantic stream, and doing some maybe doing some exploration. So we give that a try. So let's jump into the game and see what's going on. Since nothing has happened in the universe of Gallifrey whatsoever in the entire week, let's go and try. Right. So I will press the button. Brace yourselves once more. Here we go. Right, so if you want to join me, I should be in the usual Drew Wagar private group. I can't remember what I was doing. We could do some bounty hunting. Well, I'm notoriously not good at space combat. We could do some bounty hunting in the CG system. That seems a bit mean, does it? Or are you going to go bounty hunting me in the Elite Dangerous system? That seems even more mean. Right, so I'm at Conway Survey. I have no idea where that is. What were we doing? I can't remember. Obviously, I was in the bar. Now I'm not in the bar. I'm up here by the lift. So let me go and find my ship and find out what we were doing. Oh, I've got my cutter here. That's right. Because we Wintermute says, "Could I hunt you, Drew? I'm on my way loaded." Let's find out what's going on. We get a lovely view of the back of my Imperial cutter. Got jolly big engines. It's a jolly big ship. It's a long way to walk to the front as well, isn't it? It's a very large ship. Yes, last week was power play, so it's a long way. I have to walk early in the stream, otherwise the game will be over. How long is the cutter actually? It's not quite the biggest ship, isn't it? Yeah, I definitely was doing some power play last week. So I was just going to do is pop into the menu and see, because I think I completed the bit I had to do. It's a long ship. Takes me ages to walk to the front of the ship. The thing is, this isn't quite the right scale now, is it? Because I mean, the first step. I noticed this the other day. This I assumed was a set of sort of posh stairs, sort of reminiscent of the upstairs lounge on a A380 or a Boeing 747. But it's the wrong height, isn't it? Because I mean, I assume that I'm at eye level here. That's the second step, which is like about. Assuming I'm a tall, strapping spacer, is about 6 feet off the ground. So this one must be like 3 feet off the ground. That's way too big a set of stairs. There's no way you could walk up that. You have to sort of scramble in a really undignified way to get up the stairs of this ship, which doesn't strike me as very imperial at all. So I think these steps need rethinking. I mean, I like the idea, and they look really cool, but they're not actually very practical, are they, right now? So that needs some TLC. And it's actually surprisingly, look at that, it's surprisingly low res. Look at that. I just assumed that wasn't loading or something for a moment, but it's not. It's been sat there for ages. It's really low res, isn't it? Which presumably is pre-Odyssey stuff, because it's not been updated. Some of it looks like it has. Some of it's got slightly sharper edges, but that's really sort of betraying its age a bit now, isn't it? It looks okay from a distance, but yeah, up close it does look a little bit low rent now. Look at that. There's no decent textures there at all. It's quite poor. But hey, there we go. So it's still a glorious ship. We like it. Anyway, all aboard. Little Graham is here. Good to see you. Can I fit in the stair lift? Oh, that's the interest of the Imperial slaves. They make them crawl up the stairs. Drew, there is an update to the CG. You should have a message. Ooh, do I have a message? Right, let's have a look at that message. Ulon Yanushi in the game says, "Aha! It's Drew Wagar. Welcome back." Thank you very much. I suppose I should answer that. You and over 7. Always be nice. You never know who's going to kill you next. Right, so let me just do the friend requests here. There we go. Right, okay, so Brewer Logistics is in lockdown. Is that the one? Due to hostile activity and attempted sabotage, the Trailblazer Echo within the HBI system has been temporarily placed into lockdown, halting further progress on initiative. This is an urgent call to all commanders to assist in removing the lockdown by bounty hunting within the system. Okay, so we can't do the exploration CG. We've got to go and kill some people. Okay. So BGS drama, yay! First time chat from Real Monsieur Anna. Good to see you. Thank you very much. Okay, so it looks like we are going to have to do some bounty hunting because we can't. I assume that means we can't turn in any exploration data. Is that right? Okay. Okay, so the power play thing has been set up again. Have I got Commander Sergeant says yes. Okay, so it's given me some new power play assignments if we get bored. Yeah, now this is sounding like a job now, isn't it? Transport power commodities to the Negative system. Transport power commodities to the reinforcement system. Scan ships and wakes in the reinforcement system. To rescue escape pods. No, not those escape pods again. Deliver biological samples to the Teal system. Yeah, that sounds really quite dull. Right, so there's a team invitation. Well, I've got my half-decent ships, so where do we need to go to do some bounty hunting? Because why not? HIP 90578. Not very easy to remember system, is it? HIP, what was it again? 90578? There we go. How far away is that? It's a little bit of a haul. Okay, well, let's go over there. Right, so it's 10 jumps? Jeez. Okay. Right, well, in that case, head over there, my friends, and we'll see if we can do some bounty hunting. I'm not sure if this is the best ship for bounty hunting. My my Imperial cutter. This is mostly, it's sort of a multi-role ship, this one. Where are my other ships? What other ships? I've got my, see, the best ship for this would be my Python Mark II, but it's got such a crappy jump range. It'll take me most of the stream to get it there. Yeah, so I've got a Python Mark II in the Ulexia system, but it's well, it's over there. But that's got to get over to there. I don't know how long that would take. I could call it on arrival. Should we try that? That might not be a bad idea. Although this ship can handle itself. It's just so slow at doing anything. Right, let's go. 50. So what was it again? 507738. Is that right? No, that's definitely not right. Somebody type it in the chat for me, please. I've forgotten. See, I'll be utterly useless as a spaceship commander. Where are we going again? HIP 90. There we go. I knew there was a 7 in it. Ah dear. Right, there we go. Off we go. No, wrong button. Oh, I've got another. Team Cyber Army. It's useful to have a team in this game because it stops me getting killed all on my own. And lay the course for, yeah, that one over there. Yeah, I always thought I would make an excellent Captain Kirk, but I've decided that I'm not the guy you want in charge. I'm an advisor. I'm definitely not the person you want in charge. Yeah.
Disengaged. You are clear when ready.
Why is my ship not responding to my helm controls? This isn't right. Oh. Somebody have USB. Oh no, there goes. It's working. Didn't have the screen focus. Commander Cyberdom looks like he's brought a Cobra Mark 5.
Landing gear retracted.
Oh, let's get this boat in the air. Maximum power.
Scan detected.
And of course, I haven't got
Frameshift drive charging.
a SCO drive on this bus either. Aussie's joined the team. Excellent. Good to see you, Aussie. Thank you very much. Do bear in mind, Drew, that if you are destroyed, you will lose all the data you've collected. Have I collected any data? Did we do any? I probably sold it. I can't remember. I can't remember what I did, to be honest. If I have got some, it won't be very much. Actually, I don't really want to die in this ship. What's the rebuy on this ship? No, I've only got. This could go really badly. That I've only got 60 million credits, and the rebuy on this ship is 43. Dear. Why have I got so little money? What did I spend it on? Is that really all I've got? Wow. Need to go out and do some exploration. Spend it all on bagpipes. Quite. It's a strong possibility.
Drive charging.
It's a pretty serious set of bagpipes. Drew every week for the last 10 years. How do I play this game again? It's always a day. The trouble is I've forgotten an awful lot more than I've learned. The problem is I don't play this game enough. Because I'm busy doing other stuff. I don't play the game all that much outside the stream anymore. So it's like a week between things, and at my age that's a long time. And I've probably forgotten a lot more. I mean, I mean, it does come back to me, and I remember doing it, but
Fuel scooping.
some of it's press the wrong button. Some of it's muscle memory, and it's not always the right muscle. I've got this totally set up wrong. Where's the problem with this ship? Is it's got so many
Fuel
things on
scooping
it.
complete.
So many
System scan complete.
weapons groups and stuff. Big tip here, said Andy P. Don't die.
Frameshift drive charging.
Never fly without rebuy. Well, I've got one rebuy. I still can't believe I've got so little money. What have I been doing with myself? What did I spend it all on? Look, my explorer rank is elite, so I must have made some cash along the way. I don't know what I've spent. Maybe it was bagpipes. I don't know. Muscle memory for doing it badly, or just wrong. Wine, women, and fast cars. Yes, that's definitely a thing. Well, in my case, wine, a woman, and fast cars. I hesitate to be specific.
Fuel scooping.
Some of you will have met my lovely wife. Long-suffering lovely wife. Hang on a minute. Why is my hyperspace trajectory? Is this a bug? Or do I do something wrong every week? Because I seem to start with my hyperspace thing and then it just drops. And now I'm forgetting where I'm going. That is this one, isn't it? Which I can't click on because reasons. There we go. So why is it dropped my hyperspace route? This one, maybe I'm hitting a key or something. I don't know.
Charging.
We missed the space birds. Yeah, the space bird. I haven't. There are a few birds outside here, but they haven't really got their act together yet. So I shall let you know if they're space birds. We all remember the space tea. Yes, the space tea is true. My wife Lister is downstairs doing her own streamy thing at the moment. So yes, we unfortunately we don't. She used to do the space tea mostly on Saturday mornings, of course, when we were doing retro game streams. Oh, I can see another commander over there. Right, that seems to be working it again. So we'll see in the spring and the summer when I get the window open whether the space birds return. But the other thing I'm missing up here is I don't appear to have any squirrels either. I haven't seen any squirrels yet. I've been told there's supposed to be red squirrels up here, but I've yet to see one. Haven't seen any of the grey ones, which are those dastardly American imports, which we don't want, that cause me so much grief at my old house. I lost several battles of wits with a grey squirrel. Only eventually defeated it. It was quite an epic tale. man versus squirrel. Almost, yeah, they sing songs about me now in Kent. You know, the great squirrel hunt. But it was a close thing. Grey squirrels are highly intelligent little things. Very good at problem solving, and extremely tenacious and very annoying. So, and the problem with it in the UK, because they're not British. They're American imports that got in here about decades ago now, and they've basically pretty much south of Scotland wiped out. You know, we basically had a regime change by the Americans, and the grey squirrels have been victorious throughout the whole of England, pretty much. However, they don't. We've got a critter up here called the pine marten, which eats grey squirrels, and they seem to have. There seems to be a foothold in Scotland where the grey squirrels have yet to penetrate too far, because of the pine marten, which apparently eats and kills grey squirrels but doesn't kill red squirrels. So the red squirrels are the UK's native squirrel. The grey squirrels are the American invaders trying to do their regime change on us. And but the pine marten is an unexpected ally in the fight against the grey squirrel invasion. But down in Kent, we were beset by grey squirrels. They're everywhere. And unfortunately, they got into my attic. And once they're into the attic, they're a real nuisance because they can basically chew. They're a bit like, you know, anything that gets into your attic. They can chew through anything. They'll chew through cables. They'll chew through insulation. They'll chew through pretty much anything. Support beams, you know, the works. So once you've got them in there, you've got to deal with them. And I had to go and get rid of the squirrel. And the problem is, because it's an invasive species, if you catch a grey squirrel in your house, you're not allowed to capture it and release it elsewhere. You basically have to kill it, or let it go in your house, because you're not allowed to move it somewhere else because it's invasive species. So dealing with the pesky things is a pain. Pine martens are cute unless you're a grey squirrel.
Frameshift drive charging.
Grey squirrels around my neck of the woods wear mega caps. That doesn't surprise me. Yeah. So, by the way, so grey squirrels are incredibly smart but incredibly annoying. Do not let them inside your house. Okay, they are a pain. They cause all sorts of mayhem until I finally manage to get rid of them. And none of the classic sort of, you know, oh, let's look up on the internet and find out how to get rid of a grey squirrel. None of those things work, okay? There's no alternative but to bash their heads in, alright? It's the only way, I'm afraid, to get rid of a grey squirrel. You can leave your little pots of vinegar, or your little mince, or your sets and conkers roasted over the fire on a cold November night around strategic locations. None of it works, right? None of it works. The only solution to a grey squirrel is to nuke that sucker from heaven. Alright?
Frameshift drive charging.
I suppose that's right. Well, since it's the Americans that brought them over, I think we've probably got a case there, haven't we? Can we sue the Americans? Yeah, import tax. Right, for every grey squirrel we find, you owe us this much, America. Well, they are illegal immigrants. They are. We need to take a stand about this sort of stuff. Very, very important. I think we should build a wall. That seems to be a solution. We can start by building one all around the edge of Cornwall. Maybe seal off Cornwall entirely, which wouldn't be a bad thing for other reasons. But maybe I suspect the squirrels arrived in places like Southampton and Liverpool, so we should definitely put a wall around those. I don't think there'd be any objections to that for any right-thinking people. Squirrels being famously bad at no, I mean it would have to be a proper wall, you know. All sorts of slippery surfaces, and overhangs and things. Maybe Maybe we should complete the wall between Scotland and England first. That's not a bad idea. Isn't there some sort of existing wall that was sort of started a couple of thousand years ago, which for some strange reason they didn't complete? Really short one. If we could start with that.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Here in Orkney we have stoats, and they're being hunted to rid the islands of them as they are. Are they? Okay, you got stoats. But where have they come from then? They swum across the channel. A wall worked for Hadrian. Yeah. There are 2 walls now. Wagar's wall. Keep the squirrels out. So.
Fuel skipping.
Well, it's an idea, isn't it? I think maybe we should give this some serious consideration. How do we keep the squirrels out of my neck of the woods? So yeah, so I haven't seen a squirrel at all since I've been up here, which is a bit weird. A friend of mine who lives in the Cairngorms proper says he has seen some red squirrels, which is encouraging, but I haven't seen anything. And I've got woodlands nearby. So I'd imagine that there is some squirrelage going on, as it were. But I have seen no evidence of squirrelage is going. So there'll be 3 walls. Okay, Hadrian's Wall, Antonine's Wall, and Wagar's Wall. IMS Misfit is here as well. 07, thank you very much. Come on, good to see you as well. Nice to see a few names popping back in now the stream is running again. It's good to be back online, actually. I did miss doing a bit of the streaming and basically arsing about in spaceships.
Warning, temperature critical.
Oh,
Activity compromised. Warning, taking heat damage.
warning, incompetence detected in the cockpit. Alan says, you haven't seen any squirrels yet because they don't know you're nuts. Ah, dear. Okay, so Orkney Sean says, what, the stoats, they call in hay bales, we suspect, when we had a short... Oh, I see. So you imported a bunch of hay bales. Accidentally imported a bunch of stoats with them. Well, just trying to get the ignition to work on my
Frameshift drive charging.
frameshift drive.
Frameshift drive charging.
There's an alert going on. It's still going on. Aussie G says, I and Martin seem to have a very specific diet. Grey squirrels and caravan pipe lagging. They're connoisseurs. Oh, I'm Martin. Real Bisorana says, have we got heat sinks or shall I cook? See, I've never bothered with them.
Taking heat damage.
I never bothered with heat sinks. Which is why I'm in my current predicament, as you can see.
Fuel skipping.
Because I just never remember to fire them off, and by the time I've gone through the selecting which module I need to actually have switched on to make it work, usually the danger is already over. Right, we are now in the right system. I suggest that I actually go somewhere and just repair my ship, actually, so it's in full health. So what we got in here? Have we got anywhere I can land and fix my ship? I need to filter by stations and settlements for a start. There seems to be virtually none. It's interesting. Yeah, I just toasted it a little bit. Seems to be. There's a Trailblazer Echo. As appropriate landing pads, yes. Oh, it's a dockable mega ship. Okay, so I should be able to repair there, shouldn't I? Let's go there. Just so I've got a 100% healthy ship before I start trying to. It is in lockdown. Okay, so will it not do anything at all? Okay, that's a nuisance. Where I can actually fix my ship? Carl Sniffy Holder. Why can't I see that? Because I haven't got the. haven't scanned the map. Okay, so where do I need to go? Oh, I can repair, just not cash in. I could go to a fleet carrier as well, couldn't I? Let's choose a fleet carrier with a funky name. Paranos, FNC Argo Navies. Quetzalcoatl, that's quite a cool name. The Arcadia. House of Pies. The Sky Piercer. I like Quetzalcoatl. Let's go there. The House of Pies. Yeah, actually, I need to check whether or not it's got any stuffs. Docking access. How do I know what services it has? Does it tell? The Feathered Serpent. I'm going to go for Quetzalcoatl. This is there. Oh no, I just lost it. Right, I'm just going to go there and fix my ship 100%. Then we'll go and see what we can kill. There is a settlement on Planet 4. Okay, I'll bear that in mind if this doesn't work. Does Drew's itinerary still say Thursday? It shouldn't do. No, I thought I updated my Twitch scheduling thingy, so it should be showing a stream on Mondays and Wednesdays now. I bet the House of Pies doesn't sell pies. It should do, shouldn't it? Okay, so there's definitely a war going on here. Thank you for that first time chat from Harim Dar. Much appreciated. And welcome to the stream, by the way. Good to see you. Thank you very much for popping in. Now, I should know what Quetzalcoatl means. That sounds like something South American. It's ringing a bell, but I can't remember. Somebody will know. Wintermute GB will know. Mad Monksoft might be poised on Wikipedia to tell us. Quetzalcoatl, is that a capital of Aztecs or something like that? Oh, you just told you it's the Feathered Serpent. Ah. It sounds Aztec, you know.
Welcome, Commander. I hope you are in good health.
Well, reasonably good health. Can't complain. It is Aztec, so I was on the right sort of course.
Appropriate speed during approach.
No, becoming as hot as we can. Should know that by now. Landing pad 2, is that the one there? I'll be a bit careful with this ship because it looks like a fish, moves like a fish, steers like a cow. Oh, it is an Aztec god. Okay, so I wasn't too far. That reminds me of. I'm hoping one of these days to do a trip to Machu Picchu up in the Andes. Because it's about time I did a mission up there. Now I've just overshot. Down there now. Down. No, left a bit, right a bit, straight up. There we go. Just go down. Right, refuel. Repair. Right, that worked. Good.
Docking successful. Engines shutting down. Hello, Commander. How may we assist you?
Well, you already have, so I'm off again.
Confirmed. Ship departure
Landing gear
confirmed.
retracted.
Right, so how are we going to find some stuff to shoot? I want to do the just fancy doing the what was that kids TV show with when they went off to visit the Aztec Children of the Sun. Oh, Mysterious Cities of Gold. There we go. I fancy retracing my steps over there. Right,
Frameshift drive
get into the fray.
charging.
So presumably what, we ambush ships in Super Cruise, or
4,
do we go to res sites, or what do we do?
engage.
Let's have a look on the contacts tab. Okay, so there's a few ships about. many ships about. No, it was a good show. It was a good show. That's Commander Biff Boy, so I better not attack him. There's an NPC over there. Let's try that. There's an Alliance Chieftain. Cynthia Griffiths, who's dangerous and clean. Okay. Okay, Cyberdome says, yeah, I used to watch it the other day. Classic, yeah, it's a really good show. Okay, so Children of the Sun. Yeah, your time has just begun. Something like that. Right, so I need to find some filters that work. Right. Signal sources, points of interest. Pirate activity detected, threat 7. That sounds a bit dangerous. So we start with a threat 5 and see how it goes. Right, so I'm headed to this one. Oh, Ulysses 31. Actually, I'm going to be having a chat with a friend of mine tomorrow who runs a podcast called Robots in Your Eyes. We're going to be discussing Ulysses 31, which is great fun. He's a total nerd as well. So 2 total nerds discussing Ulysses 31, having watched the episodes. That's pretty cool. Oh, being attacked. Oh, Assistant Defence Force. Thanks for that. I shall see here. I don't think these guys are going to attack me, are they? Move along, pilot. Yeah.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2.
I don't know. I mean, obviously Ulysses 31 and Mysterious Is the Gold are quite old now. Do they make cartoons of anything like that nowadays at all? It's difficult because that always to me was associated with sort of Saturday morning TV stroke. I don't know. It was almost after school actually. Thinking about it, no, it was after school TV, wasn't it? In the 80s. You'd watch one episode a week. Imagine that nowadays. But they were pretty. I've watched them back again actually, and they stand up very well, considering how old they are. And Ulysses 31's got, actually sticks quite close to the original Homer in many places, which is quite impressive. I mean, the amount of ancient Greek myth that a bunch of 80s kids absorbed was quite impressive. Really, it was full of Homer's Odyssey. It was really quite good. Particularly when I came around to reading Homer's Odyssey much later on and realised I'd heard this story before, and it was in a kids' TV show about robots and space lasers. I went, hang on a minute, this sounds vaguely familiar. I've seen this before. Ah, it's Ulysses 31. Right, pirate activity detected, threat 5. That's Ulysses. Yeah. Nostalgia just isn't as good as it used to be, indeed. Right, here we go. It's the full power. I had the right guns. There we go. What do we got here then? Pirate activity detected. We have Raxelian Rapier, which is Commander Cyber Army. Better not shoot him. Right, there's a Cobra Mark III that looks like it needs toasting. Let's find out about that. Okay, lots of ships here. I mean, the scanner's a right mess. Come on. Let's lost the target. Cobra Cadabra. That's Commander Aussie. Like that. Use this guy here. Okay, they're all shooting at this one. Maybe I should shoot at this one. He's a pirate. And he's dead. Double D. This one is just literally covered in targets. Right, there's an asp there. Let's see if I can get that one. Who's this? Oh, that is. Oh, it's Commander Declan. He's good. I like the road to Mandalay. Very nice. Just spinning around here trying to find a target. Right. Romana, deadly. Let's get her. She looks like she needs dealing with. Why am I doing these as not wait? It should be automatic. There we go. Okay, I have to open fire. Why is it wasn't convinced? I like this massive. I think I've got a big cannon with my huge fire point on the ship, and it just.
Target destroyed.
Target up there. Somebody has already selected. Michael Remicans. Let's go get him. Well, that's a ship launch fighter. I'm going to stay with that, am I? Oh, look how slow the ship is. It's insanely ridiculous. I need my cannons. Turreted weapons to. There we go. On target. That's it. That's probably I must admit, I can't really fly the ship without the turrets because it's just impossible to hit anything.
Scan detected.
Here he comes. So fast that I don't get What's that 4 times?
Scan detected.
I need to help out this other ship. It's all good. There we go. That's a Python. Nice. You can deal with that. It's more our sort of thing. Faces on targets. Oh, wrong game. Whoa. Ah, thunk. Something hit me. Boom.
Target
Nice.
destroyed.
Oh, well, it's earning a little bit of money now. What have we got out here? Shattered Void. Vulture. I don't like vultures. Let's get rid of the vulture. Where is it? I just really want to see the skin. Let's take it. Hatred. Anaconda. I wonder if that's a baddie. Yeah, normally the Taipans do just melt. A trippy deadly anaconda. That sounds like a challenge. And he's wanted. There we go. Right, let's get this. There's 4 of us. We should be able to take this one down. Top Shot's going in with his Python Mark 2. Right. I'm bringing you a gun to a knife fight. Nope. Phasers fire. Woo. Anaconda. Should go melting its shields. There we are. Shields are going down. Take that. I've got a big cannon. Whoa, ramming speed! Donk. Right, shields are down now. Pump big cannon. Oh, really? You to be very helpful there. I think that was Simon Army me having a meeting of hulls. Yes, let's have a cook this toast.
Target destroyed.
That was good. That was good. That was cool. Did well there. What else we got? There's the vultures back. Let's kill the vulture. I hate vultures. Oh, there's vultures in the eggs. Never flown a vulture actually. Not my sort of ship. Donk.
Scan detected.
It's quite easy doing these things as a group of a team, isn't it? Because just NPCs don't stand a chance. Not too bad at this one, to be honest. Good night.
Target destroyed.
So are we actually helping out? Are we the good guys? Are we the bad guys in this scenario? Oh, there's an eagle. That's a silly thing to bring. And Andrus has brought an eagle. And he's wanted.
Scan
That's
detected.
a very silly thing to bring into a scenario like this. He's going to regret that. By the time I turn around, he'll probably be dead. Boom.
Target destroyed.
Don't bring an eagle into a scenario like this. That's not a good thing.
Scan detected.
Imperial eagle. It's Cyber Derby getting far too close for comfort. Right, so an Imperial eagle. Be a tiny bit more effective, but it's not really, again, it's not the right ship to bring into a scenario like this. Yes, there was a Mitchell and Webb sketch, wasn't there? There we go. So that was about it. You can go past any time at all. Good night.
Target destroyed.
So, oh, a Cobra Mark IV. This is Drew Wagar's tour of ships I like to kill. Right. this guy's a bad guy as well. He's running out of range, so we can't catch him.
Target shields offline.
Can't last long. For sure. These battles do look pretty good from a distance, actually, don't they? He's doing alright, actually. Oh, no, he's not. No, he's dead. There he is. He's gone.
Target destroyed.
Vulture. Go on, something a bit more meaty. Mighty Lament, which is an elite Crake Mark 2. That sounds like it might be a little bit challenging to see how tough the Crake Mark 2 is.
Frameshift charge detected. Scan detected.
Let's just let around fights. Fight you.
Scan detected.
Can we get him before he goes? Nope. Heck, go away. Now, Birdie Lance, don't like those either.
Scan detected.
Let's get him. Is he a bad guy?
Scan
Yes,
detected.
he's a bad guy.
Warning. Shield breach attack. Taking damage.
He's actually fighting back.
Scan detected. Scan detected.
Come on, just get to me.
Target shields offline. Warning. Thermal attack. Gaining heat.
So my big cannon. Go stop shot. Let's fight them. Very cool. I think he just lost it. There he is. Nice. Yeah, we're winning some monies here. It's just well because I haven't got any. Are you going to clear the pirates so I can drop them my day? Well, we're sort of we're sort of trying to do that, I suppose. The brutal spectre in an asp. Put a pip into shields. Why not? It's not bad to do it. There's an asp explorer coming in. Brutal spectre. He sounds like a bad guy. There'll be some Mr. Tricks on these bad guys, by the way, that they always give themselves evil-sounding names. Oops. It's a Cyberdyne again. A lot of friendly fire going on here.
Frameshift charge detected.
The aspect's quite good because it does nice angry wasp sound.
Target destroyed.
Oh, pretty. Nice. Right, I've got a couple of other wanteds here. What else have we got? Come on, something. Right, I quite like pythons. Pythons are quite satisfying to take out. Let's get that one. Crowning hate. That's dead giveaway. It's a bad guy, isn't it?
Target shields offline. Under attack.
Was he looking very pretty there? Yeah. Right, we have. Actually, enough, we have Commander Silent D. Davis here. He says he's wanted, but that is one of us. Not quite sure what's gone wrong there. I don't think we should kill him. That would be a bit mean, wouldn't it? Not really into killing players. They do need a bit of a right. There's a Federal Corvette. That's Cyber Army. There's a Raging Paradox Python. Paradox Python. Who belongs to Gershon. We have the Fiery Rebuke, which is a vulture. Raging Inferno. There's another Python. Let's kill that one. Wipe them out. All of them. I do like the turreted weapons on the ship. It's just like so easy.
Under attack.
Against, I must admit, against NPCs, this cutter is a bit of a weak button because it's just hangs in the firefight so long. And with the turreted weapons, it can keep its weapons on target quite effectively. But this is not doing too badly, this Python, actually. Just chucking some stuff at it. Didn't have firepower. Let's try to deal with the whole thing. I have you in my sights. Oh, quick update. Too much danger. Boom.
Target destroyed.
Nice work, everybody. Nice work. What else we got out here? Anything interesting? Quick Mark 2. Oh, we haven't killed the Quick Mark 2 yet because the other one ran away. Let's get the Quick Mark 2. Where is it? Again. There, Quick Phantom, Quick Mark 2. Right, Joe Smith. Poor old Joe Smith. Just as well she's not called Jenny. Otherwise she'd be in serious trouble. First time chat from Say Gonja. I wanted to thank you for repping the pride and joy of the Imperial Navy. Yes. Well, I am a closet Imperial, as you all know. Although, I'm not fighting the Imperials in my current power play actually, but I have great sympathies with the Imperials. That's it. Just overall, I just think they're cool. And I do like the Imperial cutter because it just looks cool. This is pretty deadly.
Under attack. Scan detected. Target destroyed.
How are we doing? I have you now. Yes, indeed. Well, back when I was, even when I was writing my original Elite book, it was the Imperials that was interesting because they were just different to anything else that was around. Because the Federation is just the US, but in space, right? Particularly nowadays. And the Alliance is sort of the European Union, which is a bit dull. Whereas there's nothing like the Empire that exists in modern political circles. So it's just an interesting faction, I think. Tesla brand. And David Braben himself described it as basically the original Roman Republic married with the British Empire. with extra technology. So it's like, that's very creepy. So when you described it like that, I thought, that's what I'm writing about. And I think I was the only author who set their book in the Empire, primarily. So I got to set, with Michael Brook's guidance, I got to set the tone of the game, the sort of initial lore stuff around the Empire, which was quite cool actually. So now that we've been slaughtering these guys for a while, what do we? I hesitate to ask why we're doing this. We're clearing the system of pirates. I think we must have done a reasonably good job by now. Well, there's a Cobra Mark III. Let's just kill one of those for old time's sake. If we can catch up with it. So yeah, I thought the Empire was brilliant. I thought that's way more interesting than all the other factions. Oh, this one's in a team. Okay, so this could be interesting. I hadn't expected this. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. I'll stop checking your Cobra, isn't it? That's a bit outclassed really now, isn't it? The whole thing. They're an antique. They're a classic ship. It's dead.
Target destroyed.
There. So your next book is from a Thargoid perspective. Wouldn't that be fun? First up chat from Evil Sean. Hi, I recently rediscovered Elite Dangerous and immersed myself in listening to the audiobooks and love recommendation. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed the audiobook. That's probably coming up to 10 years old itself, actually, thinking about it. A bit mad now. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Toby Longworth, who is the narrator on that, is actually, I mean, he's a relatively famous actor, actually. He played one of the, in Star Wars, Phantom Menace. He did the voice for one of the aliens, right at the beginning, where the two Jedi, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn, are on. They jump onto the trade ship right at the beginning of the movie, and there's those two aliens who basically go, "Oh, you don't know about any Jedi's. I do. We're going to die," and they do. He voiced one of those. So I've got a small claim to fame that the guy who was an alien in Star Wars also narrated my audiobook for me. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? That's the nearest I've got to the Star Wars universe. He also did a lot of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and Doctor Who stuff. So he's pretty well known in sci-fi circles. So I was very lucky to get him as a narrator for. Well, he did a fantastic job of it as well. Plus, we also obviously had all the special effects from Elite Dangerous inside the game, as they were back in 2013, 2014. So that was quite good. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Evil's on. First time chat from Bapezi. They could have done so much with conflict zones. Yeah, I mean they've improved a bit over the years, but they're almost basically the same as when the game started. They could add a bit more depth. I mean, they're fun, kind of. It's just a small box for shooting fish in. It is shooting fish in a barrel, isn't it? But they haven't really evolved that much since the day they recruited. Pete Pittman, I adore Toby Longworth. He was the Electric Monk in Douglas Adams book. Yeah, so he's got some proper sci-fi credentials, and the way he could do different voices is really quite impressive. I pretend the prequel trilogy doesn't exist because I'm watching. See, I must admit, I kind of If you asked me that question, how long have they been out? If you asked me that question 20 years ago with WGP, I would have agreed with you. Nowadays, I find them sort of okay-ish because. I suppose because they're not nearly as bad as the sequel trilogy. I kind of don't mind the prequels now. So I suppose kind of just grown on me over the years. And there's a few good bits and pieces that I quite like to quote. Right, am I supposed to go somewhere now and hand in these things? The bloody horror! It's an alliance. Oh, we haven't killed an alliance chieftain today. Let's kill one of those. Bloody horror! I wonder if that's a baddie or not. I suspect it probably is.
Detected. Under attack.
So he went to attack me, wasn't he? Weapons all ready to go. Cheeky monkey. Oh, this ship is so slow to turn around. But it's of no avail because turrets. I should be back in the chat in a moment. Just let's finish off this dude. So I've got my enormous multi-cap. I have a huge multi-cap. Well, am I just pleased to see you? School ground humour.
Issues offline.
Are they really? You may fire when ready. Oh, okay. We are ready. Excellent. I'll get the wrong chapter. Angle with here. Great shot, kid. That was 1 million. Just trying to get a shoot. Not gonna make it. Very hard.
Under attack.
He's surprisingly tough, actually, isn't he? Is the chieftain the biggest one? Well, it's challenger chieftain and. Is there one? He's still trying to kill me. He's still there. That's close. This one has done the best out of actually trying to get my shields down. He's actually given them a proper good hammering, actually. Good for you, my friend. I think you can help me with my little screen and all that. Ah, dear. Been a long time since I watched it. Commander Faye Sky says 07 Drew. Hello, 07 Drew to Commander. Alan says his Wikipedia page references Elite Reclamation under his good. Does it? Okay, that's pretty cool. I don't think Elite Reclamation itself has got a Wikipedia page. I don't think I've got one either. I think I really want one either. Sounds like a double-edged sword having a Wikipedia page. It's been a long time since I watched it. I might give it a rewatch just for completion. Well, yeah. Evil's on now. I just need to find the time to read Premonition. I want to know what happens with Slave next. That's a long old story. Yes. Evil's on. Also, I got my name right. I don't know if I've got it right, but I may have got it wrong again after that. But anyway, good stuff. Winterview says I tried watching them last year and gave up. A sequel trilogy, whilst having story issues, is much better. Is it? Is it? I couldn't cope with the just nonsensical plots. I mean, the sequel is silly and derivative, but at least it runs from beginning to end chronologically. Whereas the sequels, I just thought they were stupid. Particularly that business with the, which is the one where they're flying through space, and they're just crawling along through space, and the Star Destroyer is following them at sublight speed, and they're just like sitting there. What are they doing? It was just nonsensical. And then that silly business about hyperspacing into another ship. And it's just like, no, this is all utterly contrived and nonsensical. I thought it was appalling writing. And the silly joke, with the rebel pilot at the beginning, is it? I can't remember his name now. When he's sort of pretending he can't hear the radio comms with the Imperial commander. It's like, really? Really? No, I'm not a fan of that at all. I'd take the prequels over the sequels, which is a strong thing because they're not great, the prequels, but I'd take the prequels over the sequels any day of the week. Anyway, right. Alan says, I really wish Frontier would make chain missions that follow the events of the Rift Mystery and Salobi's exploits and other such events from the game. It's such a shame that new players will never experience them. Yeah, I don't. In some ways, I mean, see, No Man's Sky is rather clever at that because it just doesn't do direct continuity. You can replay the missions as and when because they kind of don't happen in chronological order, I suppose. Whereas I suppose Elite missions had a point in time where they happened and now they're history. So I suppose you could introduce missions that go and investigate things and introduce players to the story that way, but you'd have to sit down and write those, I guess. The prequels, Herodon Dragon says, the prequels are only watchable for me with the finger on the fast forward button. Dear. So no Wikipedia page for me. Oh. But I do appear in other pages like the Lords of Midnight. So yeah, I suppose I've been referenced a few times. I don't think you're allowed to put together your own Wikipedia page, are you? I think that's sort of frowned upon. I think that's self-promotion or something, which is probably understandable. Otherwise, it'd be flooded with all sorts of rubbish. So I'd have to find a fan that was a Wikipedia editor, contributor, something. Is Cyberdarmy in trouble? Oh, his shields are quite low. Where is he? How do you get into trouble with a federal corvette? It's going some. So yeah, I'll pop along. So there we go. Yeah, it was stupid with the huge Star Destroyer. It was. Right, Evil's on. I'll be hopping to my cockpit now. Glad to got to say hi and thank you for an awesome book. Looking forward to the board on YouTube. Take care, my friend. Be good. See you soon. Yeah, so Rogue One was great because, of course, we knew how it ended, so that kind of helped. I think I did enjoy Rogue One. That one's definitely watchable. Crispy77 is here. Sorry, late to the stream. Have been down the tavern. Hey, I was going to check on Cyberdarm. I think he's okay, but he's running away at the moment. Looks like he got his shields taken down. He actually got his hull punched down to 63%. So he's got into a little bit of trouble. Cyberdarm says it was a tough anaconda. Attrition was a thing, and he jumped out as well. No. So there we go. Right. What? Okay. So we've done enough. We're not half an hour left of the stream. We've just been murdering people all day. We've been doing our part, right? I was doing my part. What about you? What do we do now that we've murdered a bunch of people? Presumably we need to go somewhere and hand this lot in, right? Where do we go? I'm curious almost to try out a pirate activity detected threat 7, but that sounds like it might be asking for a lot of trouble. Where do we go with these things? Turn these vouchers in on the Trailblazer Echo? Yeah, let's go back there then. Okay. Where is the mega ship itself?
Scan
Is that one?
detected.
Okay. Okay, let's go back there.
Cannot comply.
Oh, I put my frame up.
Frameshift drive charging.
The less said about Solo, the better. I've despised the trope in every origin movie where a single significant thing the characters know for their lives. Yeah, I know. Solo wasn't good. Didn't think it was particularly well cast either. He didn't really feel like Han Solo. I mean, he kind of sort of looked a bit like him, but didn't feel like he acted like him, I suppose. So we can't dock at the Trailblazer Echo because it's in lockdown. So where do we go to hand in what we've just done? The chart's showing up there anyway. Oh no, they're down there, aren't they? Okay, so we've got Brewer Logistics, 5 million credits. Surface port? Okay. Topshot says, no, you can dock. You can dock there. Well, let's just try it, see what's going on. Andy P says, you can dock. I've just been. Whether you can hand in the bounties. Okay, so let's dock anyway. Check it out. At least we can rearm and repair. Not that I'm too bad. I might be a bit low on ammo, though. I don't know. Probably can't hand in the bounty. We'll find out. See if my ship is so slow. Definitely can dock. Okay. But to hand in bounties, we might have to go somewhere else. How sluggish is my ship? The problem with the other problem with Origin movies, of course, is that there's no real sense of peril in it because you know the characters can't die. You know, I mean, bad stuff can happen to the characters, but they can't die, can they? Because they need to make it to the. So I always have that narrative issue with those sort of stories because they've got to have plot armor because you know they survive, which sort of takes away any kind of peril. It doesn't matter what happens to them; you know they've got to find some way out because they exist further down the timeline. So. So doing them like that is hard work. I've never done that for. I don't think anything. Anything I've done that for any of my stories actually. I am doing some prequel stuff, but it's not the same people. So, so Rogue One was good because all the characters in it were expendable, weren't they? Which was actually quite cool, and most of them died. So I think they all died actually, didn't they? Spoilers. Sorry. I didn't like the way Han Solo died. That was just wrong. That's true as well.
Docking request denied.
Oh, docking request denied. Is somebody hogging the pads?
Docking request denied. Docking request denied.
I can't land. The Crow dies in his origin movie. Does he? I don't think I watched those. Interesting. How did they manage that then?
Docking request denied.
Denied.
Docking request denied. Docking request denied.
Oh, it's how he becomes the Crow. Okay, fair enough. I suppose maybe the Joker for Batman dies, doesn't he? Kind of.
Docking request denied.
Well, I can't land here, for whatever reason.
Docking request denied.
Now I'm a Highlander. I can't die. I'm Conor McDrew of the Clan McDrew. Dear. Yeah, Solo Step was just a bit. It does say lockdown, but have you guys managed to land? Either the pad's busy.
Docking request granted.
Oh no, there we go. Been granted. So maybe a pad just became clear. Docking pad 1 royalty. Here is docking pad 1. See the docking pads. Is it on the other side of the ship? I can see pad 3 there.
Scan detected.
Where's docking pad 1? I think my docking request was denied. It was, wasn't it? Very rude, didn't they know who I am? Where is docking pad? There it is. And we'll come around from the other side. Well, because space reasons.
Landing gear deployed.
cleanest landing. This is such a ridiculously large ship.
Docking successful.
Hey, right, I can refuel, I can repair, and I can rearm. So that's something. Can I hand in some bounties here? Oh, some contacts. Compact pont. Administrative contact. Bounty punches. Yeah, I can. There we go. No, I can redeem all the bounty punches. There you go. The local administrative contact does allow you to do that. So that's cool. Right, I'll launch again so Cyber Army can have the pen. 6 million top shot got. So yeah, so I got the monies. Yeah, excellent, nice. Right, I'm back off there, Cyber Army. So if you sneak your way in,
Landing gear retracted.
should be good. Yeah, it's coming in. We should have a nice shot of Cyber Army landing here. I got that angle right. Assuming he's coming to the same port as me. No pressure. No, definitely not. Boo. Commander Aussie just photo bombing us there. Where are you? Yeah, that's Commander Top Shot. So where is... That's Commander Aussie, so that must be... There he is. So I've been sneaking in front of us. So I'm blocking the pad a little bit really, aren't I? This angle. Look at this. It's going to be a complete elegant... Look at that. Commander Cyberdyne knows exactly what he's doing. Beautiful, Commander. Well done. Golden paint job and everything. Very pretty. Or was it brass? It was gold. Very pretty. Very, very shiny indeed. Polished brass. Not all that glitters is gold, and not all those who wander are lost. Some of us are, though. Commander Aussie looks like he's got this wintry paint job there. What's this coming in over here? Oh, it's MP Tolby. Hello there. Good to see you as well. Your commander's about now. We are down to the base it goes. This is another thing I never understood about Elite Dangerous. I mean, why go to the trouble of having a pad that rotates like that? I mean, the mechanics. You think of the mechanics of that. I mean, how big is that ship? How much does it weigh? How much does that pad weigh? And it spins around at that speed. And it doesn't need to do that, does it? Really, it just needs to go up and down. Yeah. I was never convinced about that design. There we go. Right, well, how are we doing? Right, so we've got 20 minutes left. That's not what's that ship there? Commander Nordlander. It's a Python. Okay. It looks even worse. Well, yeah, it weighs nothing in space, Orkney Sean, but physics suggests that mass still exists, okay? So you've still got inertia. Because, as we know, in the Elite Dangerous universe, there's no anti-gravity, so you can't get rid of inertia, according to the law, anyway, according to Mr. Braben. So, given that, there's the amount of energy it should take to spin that pad around at that speed is insane. Well, if you can't handle the spin of the pad, you can't handle it. Well, I'm happy to accept the spin of the pad and the acceleration of the ships if Mr. Braven will admit that there is some sort of magic inertia compensation system inside the universe of Elite Dangerous. But he was absolutely adamant. I mean, really, really adamant, surprisingly adamant, right? That there wasn't. That there was no magic anti-gravity or inertia compensation technology in the universe of Elite. And it was a hill he was prepared to die on. I mean, I remember actually talking to him about it early on in the writers' forum as the game was being written, and he was absolutely no, none of that exists. Really? It's a space game with ships that fly around putting insane G-forces. Nope. There's no inertia management. Okay. Maybe the pad is made of plywood. Yeah, but how does it? There's so many problems with this lack of inertia magic in the game. It's far easier just to go, yeah. It's got anti-gravity plating, like every other sci-fi franchise has. Because I mean, if any of these ships hit each other at the speeds they're doing, they would instantly pulverize. It's just, and even if the ships didn't pulverize, the pilots would, right? If you haven't got some kind of inertia management system and you fly into a planet or another ship at, I don't know, 400 meters per second, it doesn't matter what the ship is made of. You, my friend, are pulp on the windscreen. You see, so Kazak has got it, you say. Okay, so you can crash your Viper Mark III into a planet at 800 meters per second, which is more than twice the speed of sound there. So that's about 1,200 miles an hour, right? And though your ship will be damaged, your pilot will not. There's definitely some magic at work, right? Aerodrome Dundragon says, does anti-gravity help with inertia? Yes, because in order to deal with... if you can deal with inertia, if you can remove inertia from your calculation, which of course is impossible because it's magic, right? It breaks the laws of physics. But if you could remove inertia, you would effectively have a functioning anti-gravity drive, because if you could remove the effects of mass from your ship, then you could accelerate to any speed that you liked, without any downsides. So you have complete control over the laws of physics if you've mastered inertia. So it doesn't make any sense. It just literally doesn't make any sense. Mind you, the Mandalay should kill me every time I hit boot. Yeah, I mean, what's the acceleration force? I mean, even on my ship, right? So let's just do a boost. How long does it take me to get to my maximum speed from a standing start? So we're going to do some maths on stream here. Okay, so if I boost, it goes from 0 to, say, 400 meters per second in about, how long was that? 3 seconds maybe. So I'm just going to work this out, and that's not a fast ship. Okay, what's 400 meters per second? I'm going to do it in miles per hour because I don't understand anything else other than miles per hour. Okay, so 400 meters per second is 900 miles an hour. Okay, so 0 to 60, 0 to 900 miles an hour there. 3 seconds. Can I change the laws? Yeah. So, Real Mr. says I can accept a little unreality for games. Yeah, and that's fair. And I don't really have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is Raven's being so fixated on it. It's like, why not just? And it made a rod for their own backs, because the moment you don't have anti-gravity tech, it means that they've really had to fudge walking around inside outposts where there isn't any gravity, of course, because they've got magnetic boots, and they've got interiors which are 0G, designed as if they were designed for actual gravity, which makes no sense at all. The interior of the outposts shouldn't need walls and floors and handrails and stuff, because, well, maybe handrails would be useful, but it certainly shouldn't have floors. It should have interchangeable walls and floors, and you should be able to walk around upside down and all sorts with your magnetic boots, but they don't, because everything's the right way up, as if it's got gravity, which it shouldn't have. It's like, it's all wrong. It's like wrong. The effects of coming to a sudden stop whilst travelling at very fast speed was graphically highlighted in episodes. Yes, I do remember that. That's exactly what should have happened. Now, putting on my sci-fi writer's hat on, says Alan, I wrote an entire blog post about this. If you have the technology to expand and contract space-time with an FTL, you can also give the same technology to give yourself the other. You can, yes. So, CPT Wagon Man that's what, 140 meters per second, so that's 14G. Okay, so I am dead having done that. 14G is. It's just. I mean, what's the most you can take for? I mean, I suppose you can take very high G forces for very, very small amounts of time, but 14 Gs for 3 seconds doesn't sound very pleasant, does it? Perhaps everything in the output. Well, you see, the problem with magnets is they aren't a substitute for gravity. They don't work in the same way. Gravity works at long ranges. And it's a cumulative effect using the inverse square law. Magnetism doesn't work like that. It's not the same. You can't just say magnets as if it were. You can't run, for example. You can't run in magnetic boots because you only got traction when you're on the ground. And if you jump off in magnetic boots, the moment you're free, the magnets have disconnected. There's no force that pulls you back down to do the next step. So the moment you ran in magnetic boots, you'd spiral off into space. Assuming there's no gravity there. So magnetic boots are okay if you stomp around. But you have to have one foot on the ground at all times to have any traction. So they're not a substitute for gravity at all. You can't run in magnetic boots. 7G isn't too bad, says Real Mr. Around. Party parts handle that. 14G you blacked out at best. Yeah, and this is a slow ship. So I mean, boosting in something like a Viper Mark III or whatever it is the, yeah. So you're back to magic space boots. And hey, what can you do? Right. I shall get off my Hobbit horse now. I've wandered off. Now we can't presumably we can't go into the Trailblazer and not have a beer. Is it not open for business at all? We're going to have to choose a mega ship, aren't we, for our end of stream lack of beer. So, and if an F1 car crashes and pulls 15G or more, the driver has to go to be assessed at the medical centre for concussion or worse. Don't get me started on the D-throttle. Mark Gable over and says, wait so much on your rocket space magnapads are a waste of money. Suspension of disbelief, yeah, I know. But the law should make sense. It should make sense. They should think these things through. But they didn't. Well, they did, and they came to a different conclusion to mine, which means they're wrong. Obviously. Right, I quite like the idea of this one. This sounds like a good pub. The Huntress's Haven. Let's go there. Commander Diana Rigg. Interesting enough. From the Avengers, is that right? Diana Rigg? Is that the Avengers? The original Avengers, not the Marvel one, the other one. Let's go to the Huntress's Haven. See if we can see Diana Rigg. We shall meet there for not a beer, because for some strange reason the barman in the Elite Entry Universe only sell glue. Emma Peel, that's right. Andy P783, I like Andy Weir's way in Hail Mary, a ship accelerating on the constant 1G destination and spin. Yeah, so I did that. I also did that in my Higara series. I used exactly the same technique because it's the only one that really makes sense. If you want to stick to real physics as much as you can, is if you have a ship that accelerates at 1G then as far as you're concerned, the acceleration is indistinguishable from gravity and you can move around like normal. And then at the halfway point, you have a period where the ship's in 0G and you flip the ship over 180 degrees and then decelerate the rest of the way. You've also got 1G for almost the entire trip. The only slight weirdness about that is that whilst you're docked and you're unloading passengers and stuff, then you're back in 0G, which is kind of a bit weird. But most of the time the ship is orientated, so it kind of works. The other thing about that is that your ships end up being skyscrapers rather than kind of ocean-going sailing vessels like we're used to with spaceships. Because if you think about it, then you go up and down them rather than across them. Unless I suppose you could have a pancake style ship. Oh, I'm being attacked by the System Defence Force again. Just leave me alone. All I want is a beer.
Scan detected.
But of course, the problem in the real world is even 1G acceleration is quite a lot. You need quite a lot of fuel. So Entune subscribed at tier 1. Thank you very much for the subscription there. Very much appreciated. It was the Avengers. I thought it was. Oh, I think I've just looped to shame. No. It was double planet. Nice. Why am I pointing at the wrong? Sure, there's something slightly weird with either my keybinds or something, because my ship seems to reset itself every so often. Alan used the flip and burn for space elevators as well. Almost didn't then realise my character would smash headfirst into the ceiling as it descended. That is a problem, you see. You got to think these things through. It did the same to me, Drew. That's weird. I don't think I'm pressing one of the buttons by mistake. It just suddenly seems to reselect randomly. So no, you don't want to go there. You want to go over here. Well, actually, I do. I want to go over there. It's strange. It doesn't hold navigation lock for some reason. It's weird, isn't it? It's a bug. Right, anyway. We are here at Huntress's Haven. Hopefully it's open for business. It's a very bright yellow colour.
This is Flight Control. Considerate pilots are welcome, Commander.
Oh, that's actually nice.
Access granted. Proceed to your allocated pad, Commander.
I like her accent. She's quite cute. She sounds French. Is she French? Now I wish you to dock on the right hand side of the ship. Bad 3. I'm coming out from the wrong side.
Landing gear deployed.
Now is there space? Hello, Commander. I haven't seen this only once. Somebody else got that reference.
Please move away from the landing pads, Commander.
Oh, now I'm being told off. What do you mean move away from the landing pad? I cannot move away from the landing pad. I have not landed on it yet. You stupid woman.
Landing complete. Clamps engaged. Welcome to our carrier, Commander.
Oh, she doesn't sound French now. Good morning. Listen very carefully. I must say this only once. Ah, yes. Good old days. She sounds like she's going to tell you about the painting of the Voldemort with the big movies. Yes. I'm glad a few of you got that. That's good. Right, so let us disembark. Landing pad. Oh, I wish to duck with you. I want you to duck. Duck at your space boot. Right, we are down. And we are looking for...
No gravity. Magnetic contact active.
There you go, look. Magnetic... Okay, so low gravity, magnetic contact active. Now, that's okay if you walk across here. One step at a time, but look what we can do. We can run in 0G in our magnetic boots. It's magic, I tell you. It's witchcraft, that's what it is. That, my friends, is not possible. Breaking the laws of physics. Commander Simon Army disagrees and then decides to agree. Well, come on. Dear. Alright, let's go to the concourse. Vague feelings of embarrassment, so I use Celeste's covers. Is that the same voice? The deck is covered in hand waving. It is. There's no other explanation for it. Right, to the bar, my friends, to the bar. To the command deck. There is everybody in the bar. Oh, everybody's here today. Look, who have we got here? Commander Nordlander. Commander Biff Boy.
Looking for something, Commander?
Silent Davis is here. MB Toby is here. Commander Ozzy is here. And Carly Moss, the bartender. And Commander Topshot is here as well. Let me sit at the bar. Here we go. We're all like, can we have a beer? Right, come on. I can't actually do anything when I'm sat, can I? I can't do any of my emotes. I can't salute. Can't everything. So literally just sit here and that's all I can do. Okay, so I'll get down. Oh, I'm swinging around on my stool. Let's give everyone a salute because you've all worked very hard today. Thank you very much for your assistance. Right on, commanders. It's been a good stream. Hope something feels very short. It's quite a cosy bar, actually, isn't it? It is a little bit nice. I like the pink, kind of magenta-y sort of lighting here. That's pretty good. There it goes. There's the crew. Look at them all. Well on, commanders. Well done. Nice. Very good, dude. It was good. It was good. Nobody died. I know. Pretty impressive. Anyway, we've all got to go. Take care. Thank you very much for joining me on my stream tonight. That was very good. We will carry on Monday with some No Man's Sky. Hopefully, eventually gets to these virtual gas giants. We will continue Elite Dangerous, obviously, because we've got the upcoming new colonization feature before very, very long. So a couple more streams away, I think, but it won't be that long before we do that. So we'll have a play around with all that sort of stuff as well. That'd be really, really cool. Can you, obviously, last thing we always do, third time lucky on the gas giant. Can you find me the least twitched? Is that the right word? At least viewed Elite Dangerous streamer that you can on Twitch currently, and then we will raid them. I like to try and raid the smaller streamers just to kind of give them a little bit of a boost. Can you suggest a streamer who's online at the moment who's got very, very few viewers, and we'll raid them, give them something to do. Is it Stathy? Did we do Stathy last week? I can't remember who we raided last week. All good fun though, but yeah, no, thanks for the company. It's all been good. Who are we going to raid? Is it Stathy? We need to have a look at the categories, don't I? I don't know how we do. How do I search for I don't even know how to search for a category. To browse by category. I don't know. Search category tags. I don't know. Dangerous. Nothing. No results found. That's not how you do that. Barrows has 5. That one with 3 viewers. Go on the men, Brill Mashuri. Who's that? We'll do one with 3 viewers. That's the lowest viewer count we've seen for a while. Tell me who they are, and I will pop everything. Ravaging Savage sounds like a nice channel with 13 viewers. Okay, so we got a few choices here. That's good. Hazel Dust _EN with 3 viewers. Okay. Top Shot says some of the NPCs just said that they got a solid lead on Raxler. Somebody is trolling you, my friend. Somebody at FDev, I think. Right, let's give Hazel Dust. I'm going to send you over to Hazel Dust _EN. Are you ready? Here we go. A raid has been created. You're being slurped into. We go. Engaging raid now. Take care, Commander. See you soon. See you over there. Give Hazel Dust a warm Wagar welcome. Is that a thing? www. There we go. See you soon, my friends. Be good.